family members, and it's Sunday, not much of sporting action, but a lot has happened. Normally, a trip from New Delhi to Jhajjar would take close to 2.5 to 3 hours. It's just 95 kilometers. But yesterday, it took close to 12.5 hours because throughout the entire road, if you look at the route map that was there from the airport to Vinesh Fogart's village, there was plenty of people wanting to meet. There was a cavalcade that was there. There was also people wanting to meet her at each and every spot. And when she came to the village, it was a grand celebration indeed. Vinesh Fogart gave an interview that was there to the entire press contingent that was there. And she had some very interesting things to say. The regret that is there is that not having an Olympic medal is the biggest wound that is there. 2016, the heartbreak that was there, the horrific injury that she suffered, that was one big, huge heartbreak. Then after that in 2020, the kind of things that happened, she was the number one, but yet she lost in the quarterfinals and her opponent lost in the semifinals, meant there would be no medal for Vinesh. Here, 100 grams overweight, she just was disqualified in the gold medal match, and that is why it was the ultimate heartbreak. But then she said that, okay, the reception, the love that has come around, it is equivalent to me winning 1,000 medals. All that is good for optics at this point in time. But we had carried out an interview with Vinesh's husband Somveer Rathi, wherein he said that it is very difficult for Vinesh to come back on the wrestling mat because what is she going to fight for? What is she going to play for? Anyways, 4 years down the line, she's going to be 33. Maintaining the weight, maintaining fitness is going to be a huge tussle that's there. The only lesson that one can learn from this entire thing is improve sports nutrition science. It took the American gold medal winner 2 years to maintain the weight. And brutally, honestly speaking, it was Vinesh's team that was responsible for ensuring that was there. Yet again, all these celebrations has drawn a mixed level of emotions all over India. In her entire thank you address, there was no mention of her uncle, Mahavir Fogart. Plus, there are some images circulating that Bajrang Punia probably stepped on the national flag, and that has drawn criticism. Now, this is the one particular situation that will draw the spectrum. I mean, do you need these celebrations when you have not won a medal? India likes to portray itself like, okay, you have not won the medal, we'll still give you a hero's medal. You have won a silver for us, it's equivalent to 1,000 gold. All are good optics. But the onus to maintain weight rested on her, and she couldn't do it. And that is the main reason why, unfortunately, she didn't get the medal, but India welcomed her back as if she had won 10 medals. There is a bit of a big update when you come to the Australian cricket team at this point in time, because Pat Cummins has stated that he is going to take an 8-week break before the Border Gavaskar Trophy. The Border Gavaskar Trophy begins from November 22 onwards, and it is going to be a very important series for Australia, because Pat Cummins has stated this is the trophy that he's never won. Now in his playing career, he says this is the one trophy that he's aiming for at this point in time. If you look at 8 weeks, which means 2 months, he may probably not play the Sri Lanka series that's there. He may probably not, but he's definitely missing the England tour that is going to happen. So that's why very important that Australia gears up for the BGT in a big way. He wants a break, he's feeling sore, and that is why Australia has given out a warning that yes, we are going all guns blazing to win the Border Gavaskar Trophy this time around. Heartbreak for the West Indies. They were on the cusp of breaking a winless streak against South Africa that stretched back 32 years ago. 32 years ago in that one-off test in Barbados, West Indies had beaten South Africa. Now, unfortunately, in the second test that ended in 3 days in Providence, Guyana, South Africa have held on for a 40-run win. And because of that, the WTC standings have really taken a big blow if you look at it. Now, looking at the way how South Africa are positioned, it is not a straightforward chance to say who will be India's opponent. At this stage, India look the most likely to reach the final for the third time. Whether it will be Australia, whether it will be South Africa, that remains to be seen. Rishabh Warne Pant. Now, this was a side that we did not get used to, and in the DPL game that happened, it happened because Rishabh Pant transformed into a leg spinner and his action was almost similar to Shane Warne. Yes, Rishabh Pant struggled with the bat, but there was one thing to look forward to, and that was Rishabh Pant bowling leg spin. Now, is he falling into the diktat that Gautam Gambhir said? Yes, bowlers and batters, ones who can bowl on a consistent basis, can have a good run in the team, perhaps. But we all know Rishabh Pant is just trying out his bowling arm in the DPL, the Delhi Premier League. We all know that yes, he is going to be your star wicketkeeper when the test series come about. 19th September is when Rishabh Pant makes a comeback, but in the DPL, he has to really keep going forward. How do you lose when you needed 3 runs of 5 balls and that too one was a super free hit? Just ask this team. Liam Livingstone's side in the 100 really botched it up. Akhil Hossain was bowling the final over. A 6 was hit of a no ball which resulted in 8 runs, meaning in the 100 a no ball is equivalent to 2 runs. So 6 plus 2, 8. 11 runs were needed of 5 balls. It became 3 runs needed of 5 balls. Yet it went to the super over. 5 balls super over and Liam Livingstone's team lost. And because of that, the 100 tournament has reached its crescendo. The finals are going to happen today. Let's see which franchisee wins it. So, plenty to talk about in the cricketing world at this point in time. Vinesh Fogart is back. Now the wounds will start to heal. Hopefully, we see some kind of a response from Vinesh in the coming days about those events that happened on August 7th. But the Olympics for India, as far as we are concerned, is over. It's now time for the Paralympics at this point. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.